Should you use curse words in your fucking novel or your fucking nonfiction book? I'm gonna tell you. Guess what I'm gonna say? I struggled with this question, actually. Believe it or not, even I did. Years ago, okay, when I first started writing blog articles. My first blog article I ever wrote didn't have any curse words in it. In fact, probably quite a few of them. You know why? Because I was afraid my mom was going to read them. And she did. Of course, she's probably the only person who read them in the early days. But when I wrote my first book, Be a Hobbit, Save the Earth, you know, it depended. I didn't use curse words in that book. Mainly because at that point I had begun to use curse words in blog articles, but I was trying to reach Tolkien's audience, and Tolkien was not a big cursor. So I didn't. But when I wrote my second book, The End of Fear Itself, I decided the audience I really want to reach is me, people like me, who curse and aren't afraid of using the entire breadth of the English language. And so somewhat that's determinative, especially for nonfiction, but that's something to consider. Who your audience is, obviously, or who you want your audience to be. Got a bunch of runners this morning. Anyway, yeah, who's your audience? Think about that. Who do you want your audience to be? That's what I eventually stumbled upon, was I want my audience to be like me. That's why I curse on here. Weeds out people who are offended by that. Fuck them. Now, in fiction, it's my honest opinion that cursing should always be in fiction. Maybe not if it's a children's book. But, novels, if there are no characters in there cursing, even in like Christian fiction, which most people watching this are probably not writing, but even if I were a Christian and I were writing a Christian novel, if there were no characters in there that ever cursed, and most Christian novels probably are this way, then it would be unbelievable. Right? It would mean they live in some kind of Barbie land, or it would be fantasy. It wouldn't be realistic. So there should be, some characters, at least one, that uses curse words. Otherwise, how realistic is it? It can't be realistic. So those are my thoughts on cursing, using curse words. Now, do you have to use it in every fucking page? No. You don't have to use it at all. Like I said, some people write without using cursing, especially in nonfiction. But if you curse and you're trying to reach people like you, then throwing in the occasional fucking F-bomb, I say, is necessary. And really, if you're gonna do it, make sure you do it on the first page or two. That way the reader knows, oh, this book is for me or not, right? Weed out the weaklings at the beginning. That's my fucking philosophy. All right, guys. If you need help, let me know. My 5-hour fuck on naked book writing boot camp is still open. Okay. We decided to wait another week to start, so there's still time, but don't fuck around too long. Click the link click my name, go to the bio. There's a link there. Click that link. You'll see it at the top of the next page. That's the book writing boot camp. You can grab it. Grab your spot. If you have any questions, let me know. Fuck on. Let's write your book.